Hey everyone! Today I'm going to show you how my process is for creating and designing sermon graphics for Sundays. This isn't exactly a tutorial, but more of showing you what I do and the design process in making a graphic for messages. So here we go. Typically what happens is either on Sunday or, Sunday very early or Saturday night, if I'm super lucky, I will get a text message. And usually I am, trying to prod and ask what, the thoughts are for the message. So tomorrow, the message that I have been given, the title is called Formed and Filled. And then I also have the scripture reference. And so formed and filled, basically what he's saying that means is, in between the shape of forming of a man or a building. And so I just responded and said I kind of like the person a little bit better. It's, it won't make it look so blueprint or construction-y. I kind of feel like that's been a little bit overdone. So what we're going to try to work on is designing a graphic that is about the theme of being formed and filled. So here we go. This is literally my process. I haven't thought about this at all. I'm literally going from the text message to the actual design. So here we go. So I'm going to use Photoshop and I'm going to create a new design. So we actually just redesigned our LED wall, and typically we always have a center. No matter what the design looks like, we have to have a center that is kind of a standard screen size. Most of you are probably familiar with 1920 by 1080. That is the ratio that we're going to work with, but we're going to make it a little bit larger. We're going to make it to exact scale. That way when it's put on the screen, it looks very sharp, it looks very clear. So the design pixel ratio that we're going to use is 3072 by 1728. So here we go. We'll click on that. We'll hit create. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make it the full wall. So our full wall is 6144 by 1728. Regular graphics like announcements or slides, we'll do it that center wall side. But since it's the full wall, and we want it to look good across the whole thing, we're going to do this. So 6144 by 1728. So let's click that, hit create, and then here's our big old empty canvas. Okay, we'll have a design by the end of this, I guess. So formed and filled. Typically what I'll do is I'll go to Midjourney. Midjourney is basically AI. It's a subscription base thing. It's nothing. It's like $10 per month, but I do use it a lot to either get inspiration from or help me design in making these graphics. So formed and filled, what are we going to do? So we're going to say imagine, and what we're going to do is say, let's say the formation of a man building from the feet up. And this may or may not work. We'll see what it is. We might have to change what, key terms that we're putting in to get the look that we're going for. Formation of a man building from the feet up. Halfway made. Let's see. Let's be kind of weird. Big hands. Forming. Big hands, let's say around. Hands of God forming. And let's do something that's like vintage granny effect. And now I'm going to set the ratio to 2:1, which will give us the wide look that we need. So from here, I just have to wait a minute until it gets all the way done. Also, another place that I go to is called Free Pick. And I get a lot of different, just design elements that will help. But we'll see. I can't really do anything here with this yet until I have a base. I gotta have a base. So you can see it takes a minute. Okay. I can already tell this is probably not what I want. Yeah, it looks kind of weird. Super weird, actually. Nope, not what I want at all. That just looks super weird. This one over here, maybe, but I don't really like it. So let's try something else. Imagine a man being formed, halfway designed. Oh, let's do this. Sculpture. Oh, let's do clay. And then we'll do... I'm good. I like these a lot. Shot on. Alright, Alexa. Cine lens, prime, cinematic. AR 2, 1. Okay. Let's see what happens here. One thing I could do is test out fonts. So I don't want script. Let's see. Actually, what I need to do is make the center wall. Bring it over. And then I'm going to just color it so I can see it. We're going to put that dead center. So that's actually our center wall now. So this space over here is, it's more LED, but it's just like strips. It doesn't really, it's really just meant to be filler. Probably not going to put anything on it. You could put stuff on it, but this is the main center screen. So what I'm going to do here is just add guidelines so I know where the center is, and then I'll just get rid of this layer because I don't need it. Alright, so now I know where to keep it in. Let's go back and see what's happening. Kind of weird. Okay, we are 0 for 2 with Midjourney. This one's kind of abstract. Last week I did one about arrows and I was able to get some awesome stuff really quick, but let's do sculpture, if I could type it right. Sculpture of a man being formed, hands shaping the sculpture. We'll just do cinematic, prime lens. There, it's 2, 1. Alright, well that's still going. Let's come back over and test some more fonts out. And this is sometimes can be the longest process, is finding the right font, because you can't just pick a font. It has to be right and it has to fit right. Formed. There's different ways you could do this. You could do formed in a font and then filled in a different font, or you could do them both the same, but it just depends. I'll probably do it all caps, maybe. It's not bad. But it also, again, depends on the design. So let's go back. These are so weird. Okay. A sculpture being made. A human figure. Halfway done. Cinematic. I'm getting shorter now in my description because I'm getting frustrated. Alright, formed. And then we'll do like, let's get fancy. Let's do and. We'll make this a lot smaller. 2, you have to be careful about, how small it is. It might look good on this screen that I'm working on, but the screen that they're seeing, if you can't tell what that is from the back row, it doesn't matter. They'll be like formed or they'll just think form filled. Let's make sure this is the right font. Size 200. And close, but not form filled. Actually, we're gonna make it. Oh, you know what? It's actually kind of cool. Let's do formed and filled. All right, pretty good. We're gonna make this really large. Again, this could change depending on what design we have. Please give me something. I am not liking any of this. Okay, maybe we just... I don't know what to do. Let's see. Atom being formed from the dust. Biblical, so it knows what I'm talking about. Atom being formed from the dust. Biblical. Artistic. Cinematic. Alright, give me something. Give me something. Here we could just, I don't know, find a texture. I really like light leaks. Light leaks are really nice. They just give you really cool colors and just a nice texture to work with. I mean, honestly, you could just like use something like that. So I do like that. So I'm gonna copy it, bring it over, paste. All right, looks pretty good. Come on, Midjourney. Okay, not bad. Kind of weird, but still not there. Imagine God forming Adam with his hands. Biblical. Cinematic. Alright, what I'm going to do here is just fill the rest of this with generative fill. Sometimes this doesn't always work out good. It's not bad. Come back over here. Do this side. I don't like all this dark right here, and the reason why is because on camera, Pastor Kevin usually stands about right here, and when he walks, and on like wide camera shots, all this is great, but the tight follow cameras, like his head is like right here, and all that's going to be there is black, and we don't want that. That's very dark. We want color, we want texture behind him, we want to see something. So that's weird. It's kind of cool. We'll leave it. Alright, come on, Midjourney, give me something. Oh, okay, that's pretty tight. That's a little play on what was that? Atom creation. I like that. I'm gonna go with that. That gives me a lot to work with. So that's pretty cool. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna select this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4. I'm gonna say give me 4 more designs based off of this. So it's gonna work and do that. But I like that. If not this one, that one, then maybe that one. I like this one. I like this one because it's like old school art, but this guy's hand is like roided out. This is cool. I like the touch here, and it's kind of like electric. This one's kind of neat, but I don't like that he's like, you know, looking somewhere, and I don't like that one. Okay. Getting there. Nope to that. Nope to that. Let's see, are our hands okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. AI does not do good with hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe a 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like this, but I don't like that hand. I like this, but I don't like this swirly. Let's try this one. We'll do version 4 again. See, it's a little bit of a process. Sometimes it goes fast, sometimes it takes a minute. And you can continue to look for different light leaks because you can layer them on top of each other and it gives you different cool effects. So like this one right here, this one's pretty cool. I like that look. Again, it's very dark, but that's okay because when we put our base on there, it'll help fill that dark space up. All right, let's see what happens when we do this. Boom. Gotta flip it, move it over. See what happens. Screen, lighting. And then you just go through the different lighting options for the layer. Maybe that. It's not bad. Alright, let's go back. This has to be right. Oh, I like that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Looking good. Are our hands okay? Kind of some weird tendons going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad. 1, 2. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad. Weird though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Looks pretty good. This one's cool. That looks like man, and that looks like, you know, supernatural. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I could take a chance, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, this one looks good, but I don't like the black bars. I love this, how full it is. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Let's go with that one. So let's upscale it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna vary it just a little bit. Cool. This one's really nice. At least the fingers are kind of hidden, so you can't quite tell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. Kind of weird. One, you can't tell about that one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that one's cool. Definitely weird here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mutant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not bad. I think I like this one. This one's cool. This one's not bad though. I just don't like that. That's so weird looking. I think I like this one. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's upscale it. And then we're going to zoom out. And when I zoom out, basically it's just making the image wider because I need to fill this whole space. So I just, not that, you know, I'm going to use it all the image, but just so I have more to work with. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. Let's hope version 2 turns out because it's full. So it's 3. Okay, looks like it's done. Nice. We're getting there. Okay, kind of weird there. Cool. Maybe I could mess around with that in Photoshop, fix it. But I think I'll go with... It's not too much difference. I'm not gonna be able to tell. Let's just go with 2. Okay, upscale 2. Now we're gonna upscale it even more so that the resolution is really high for our screen. We don't want to stretch an image out because then you can tell and it looks bad on screen. And these may or may not work. We'll see. I'll just put them all together in a folder. I'll just call it fractals. Almost there. Takes a minute. Okay, upscaled. Looks pretty good, looks pretty smooth. I'm gonna open it up, copy it, and bring it into Photoshop. Awesome. And then we're gonna scale it up just a little bit. And then, so we'll take the fractals out for now. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did with those and just fill the sides because we want them to match. I like that. That's good. Gives a good image. Ooh. Spacey. That's cool. I like that color, but it feels a little bit too hellish. Okay, that's fine. We'll go over here now. Let's see what this gives us. Wow, that's cool. I think I like this the best. Alright, cool. So now what we got to do is fix our title, because what we don't want is the title to be on top of our main design right there. So what we'll probably do is try this out. Oh. It looks a little weird. What we could do... No. It's a problem too when your design's right in the middle. Doesn't leave you a lot of room to figure things out. So just play around with it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, that's the best place for it. Okay, that's not bad. Maybe right there. No, it needs to look as if it's square. We want to kind of have that square look. Formed and filled. And you could put in here subtext. Just like bring it down. Let's see. Stretch it out. Give it that cinematic look. Most overused word in the world. Cinematic. There you go. Looks a little better. What I could do is move it all up. There we go. And then I'm gonna have to... I don't want to do this, but I'm going to. There. I have to fill the very bottom. Okay, not bad. Mess around with it. That looks pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright. Formed is a little on top. There we go. You know what we could do? I could select the subject, and it's gonna select the hands because that's kind of the only subject that's round. It kind of got it. Sorry for all my little humming. It's just part of how I think. I need it to be up there. Let's do... Where's the tool I'm looking for? Magnetic. Let's do that. That's not what I want. Not what I want. Basically what this tool does is it finds the biggest contrast between pixels, and it will select based off of that. So areas like this that have really good contrast, it works. Areas where it's got small contrast, which is probably coming up, everything starts to blend. See, it doesn't know what to pick. And then you just kind of have to click for it. This is good contrast, good contrast, good, 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 good. Up here, doesn't know where to go. That's pretty good. There you go. I'll show you what I'm trying to do in just a second. Okay, we got our hands picked, so we're going to basically just duplicate the hands. I'm going to bring them on top. And then I can take this formed, and if I move it down, it's like behind the hand. Kind of gives that look. Pretty neat. Also, what we could do is kind of blur this out so it looks like he's into the mysteriousness being behind it. Kind of cool. Let's come back out. Yeah, formed and filled. All right, cool. Looks pretty good. I like that. I might move. Let me put these in order. Let's bring this up. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Formed and filled. It's right behind it. I'm going to mask this out. Nope. You just want it to be subtle. It's like a shadow. There we go. Sweet. Alright. I think it looks pretty good. Formed and filled. Fantastic. Alright, now what I'm going to do is make just a center graphic. I usually like to send it off for approval. It's easier than just sending the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is just bring it over. It should fit right in the middle. Yep. There we go. Formed and filled. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to do save a copy. And then we have a graphics folder, sermons folder. It is August. Now I have to redesign this or just reformat it to fit our Cleveland screen because it's a different size screen. It's a different shape than Chattanooga, but we'll do Chattanooga first and we'll save it as a PNG. We'll say Arrows of God and I'll title it social. That way if he wants to share it, he can. There's that. And let's go back. We're going to save it. Now this is the PSD file. Formed and filled. That way we don't lose it. And then we'll save a copy. Formed and filled. Title. And we'll save it as a JPEG. It's a little bit of compression, but I'd rather do that. Save. Cool. All right, now what I have to do is whenever we put scripture up, I can't have this text there because it gets on top of it. So what I'm going to do is take all the text, put it in a folder, call it title. I'm going to duplicate it, hide that one, and then I'm going to bring this one down. I'm going to bring it down here. Formed and filled. Now what I have to do is get rid of all of the mask because we don't need the mask down there. And I'm probably going to take that and move it up so it looks normal. Probably move that and in. That looks good. Bring it down a little bit. It's fine. You're not really going to be able to read that redemption to it, but you know what it is. So now when we put up scripture, it'll be up here and you can read it. We have on ProPresenter, when you put text up, it will blur a bounding box behind the text so you can still clearly read it. This normally you'd want to like darken it or blur it so that the text isn't competing with it, but this is fine. So now we'll save a different version. We'll do save a copy, save it as a JPEG, and this one will be called Scripture. Okay, save that. Cool. All right, so we'll hide it, bring that back up. Awesome. Let's now open last week's Cleveland title. Now I'm only opening this because of the size. I don't memorize the size. Yeah, there's last week's. So I'm just gonna go black, and then I'm gonna take this, move everything again. I delete fractals, I don't need that. And is this the small version? Yeah. All right, gonna bring it over. There it is. So yeah, it's a smaller, the pixels are larger. So it's a, what is happening? Okay. So now I'm just gonna shrink it. Cool, looks pretty good. Yeah, this process doesn't take as long. All the main design is already done. So what I'll probably do, yeah, that looks really good actually. Cool. All right, so we'll save a version for that. August, Cleveland. And I kind of have to name it a little bit different so it doesn't get confused if we're searching. Formed and filled, title, CLE. Save. Same thing, hide it, bring that up, put it on the right side. Looks pretty good right there. Now Cleveland's wall is full. I don't have to worry about a center bounding box. So this could literally be over here if we wanted it, but I'll put it right there because on camera it looks good if he's standing there, and then the title is kind of like right over here. So let's actually make it a little bit bigger. Cool, it looks good. All right, and save. We'll do Scripture. Save. All right, and that's pretty much it. Let's go in there and just organize it so that everybody is clear. And there's no confusion. We'll say arrows of God. Move it in there. Forms and filled. Move it in there. Cool. Got to do the same for Cleveland. Awesome. All right, let's go back. I actually want to, so I like this, but I'm gonna make it an actual social image. So let's do 1080. Make it a little larger, 1200 by 1200. So this will be square. Move it in. Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna have to rework this. It's not bad, it's just too big. You don't want text and stuff being too close to the edge unless it's absolutely on purpose. This is too, it's gonna definitely mess up the design. So let's see what we can do. gonna have to make it smaller. That looks pretty good. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna delete that. I have to make like this background design. I can fill it. It doesn't really matter. I don't want to rework cutting that out. I hate when this does that. It doesn't fill it there. Thank God. All right, and then we'll do this. Fill. Come on. Doesn't ever do it right. I need the whole thing filled. I don't know why it does this. Come on, man. Really annoying. I haven't figured out a good way to make it work. You could stretch it like that. Yuck. Looks like garbage. Alright, I don't know what to do besides keep trying. All right, what I could do is I could maybe that's why. Maybe because it's white. Oh, I think I just figured it out. Cool. I like that one, it fills it in. Let's take this and bring it down. Fills in that space. Alright, cool, I like it. Save, copy. And we'll do PNG. Not Cleveland. Okay, that's about it. I think we're good. Okay, and that's it. That's kind of the process for how I would design something. Depending on how much time I have. Sometimes I don't have as much time to get it done, and we'll just use kind of a generic background that we already have. But if I do get enough time to create and design, this is kind of the workflow and the process. And so yeah, hope that was fun to watch. I might do more of these later. If you liked it, please let me know. And yeah, so thanks for watching.